In your manifesto, and your priority is to eradicate terrorism from all four corners of the country, then why leave such an important issue to the Punjab government, who you clearly don't trust?
No. We trust them. It is not the People's Party who is the judge. Basically,
you trust the Punjab government.
We trust, of course, the people of Punjab have voted them. Who are us not to trust them? So Punjab government will have to decide. They believe that their presence of Taliban or extremists is in there, is there in Punjab. So they have to fight
but
it.
Militancy is a concern to the Federation. What about militancy is a concern to the Federation?
Let me make it clear. If the Punjab government believes that they can counter them with their normal law enforcement agencies, why to operate federal agencies? Why to operate military? So let the Punjab government do it. If they cannot do it, and they ask the federal government, as you know, in Pakhtunkhwa, the provincial government requested the federal government to come to support. It is not the federal government who moved the army. It is not the federal government who moved the rangers. It is not the federal government who moved the federal agencies.
Okay.
It is always law and order.
If the Punjab government does not request you, and the bomb blasts keep happening in Punjab the way they are happening now, will you not feel compelled to move?
No, we cannot move like this. We will keep on discussing and negotiation with the Punjab government. And Punjab government, of course, they are elected representative. How is this possible that the people are being killed by the extremists and the Punjab government is just sleeping? It is not the case. Punjab government is trying to do its level best, and they will try to do.
And will you at least reform madrasas?
Yes, of course. As I earlier said, that if you want to fight the mindset, that is the only way to get rid of. Don't believe in the counter-terrorism. We believe in the elimination of terrorism. And elimination of terrorism is by the elimination of the mind.
When will you reform madrasas?
Madrasa reform is really it's a tricky and difficult job. But what we mean by reforms, we believe by introduction of the modern education along with parallel with the religious education. So we don't say that madrasa should be closed. We say that the madrasa reforms should be in the manner that a student coming out of that madrasa should be a qualified student as a
and
modern.
When will this happen and how will this happen, Kara Sahab? You have the funds for it even.
As far as the funds are concerned, we are putting more and more money in fight against terror, and we have to provide money to our forces, because you can't say to your army, right in the middle of the war, the gentlemen, we don't have funds. You have to provide them funds. You have to cut your own other resources and provide the funds, because armies cannot be denied funds in the middle of the war.
Okay, Kara Sahab, you've also been Kashmir. Recently, you were a minister for Kashmir and Northern Affairs. One of the grouses that the Kashmiris have, and have always had with Islamabad, is that they claim that their governments are remote controlled by Islamabad. And this time round, it is no different either.
I'm sorry. I'm quite amazed by this comment. You know, when our government came, we took power. Over there was Muslim Conference government, and then the Muslim Conference government itself, along with our party, we just have 7 members over there, along with our party, a section of the MC, the Muslim Conference, and our party, they contacted our party and the other defective parties and the other opposition parties, and they formed a government against MC's government.
But
and
Raja Farooq Haider is seen to be very close to the People's Party.
Never.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
by the Kashmiris,
No, I'm sorry. At a time he was, but then they changed their mind and they went back.
So what you're saying is that you
now
don't remote control, and there is complete democracy in Azad
Raja
Jammu
Farooq
Kashmir.
Haider's government, we respect him as a legitimate leader, as a good leader of Kashmir, but he formed a government throwing away and his own elected prime minister.
But that's the criticism against him, and that is the criticism against your government, that you have brought democracy in the rest of Pakistan. But what about Azad Jammu Kashmir?
The people of Azad Kashmir are deciding their fate. If they disvoted or they outvoted Sardar Atiq, this was the right of the legislators. It was not the federal government.
One of the things that the Kashmiris want is a easier permit regime, so that both sides of Kashmir, people from both sides of Kashmir, can easily meet each other. You're going to have the peace process dialogue with India at the end of this month. Is that something you're going to put on the table?
This is one of our agenda items always, not a specific. I don't know the specific agenda item of the next meeting, but Pakistan's agenda was always this, that the major the original stakeholders are the Kashmiris, and they are divided for last many decades. And let the Kashmiri people meet.
What about lifting the ban on Indian films? Because people in Pakistan enjoy them a lot.
This should be reciprocal.
It should be reciprocal. Okay. And so what about
And
lifting the ban of Indian channels, for example?
There's no ban on Indian channels, but India don't allow our channels to land over there. In Pakistan, you can see Sony, you can see many other channels on the cable network.
They're all illegal, sir. Most of
Even
them are
then,
illegal.
if we want to stop the illegal, can we?
But are you going to talk to the Indians during the peace talks about lifting, freeing, let's say, the media?
I think this is not on the agenda, but as far as the Indian side is concerned, if they are ready to give landing rights to Pakistani channels, we can think on this line, and reciprocally we can do it. But as far as the Indian film is concerned, a portion of the Indian film nowadays especially, which is I don't believe, I am not an orthodox man, but I believe that is against our culture, and that we can't permit those films and those scenes over there in our society.
And what will be your message to the People's Party workers, because you were a worker that eventually became a leader?
I'm still not a leader, I'm still a worker, and this is my party leadership who has to decide for me. But my message to my worker is that there's no free lunch in the world. We have to struggle, we have to fight within party and with the society for the rights of the people of Pakistan. This was our manifesto, this is our manifesto. Until we achieve, we are not totally satisfied in front of the spirits of Shaheed Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
Thank you so much for speaking to us today, and that was Mr. Qamar Zaman Kaira saying there is no free lunch in the world today, and he is still a worker and not yet a leader. We'll see you next after the break, but in the studio.